Hello everyone, I am Mrs. C.S. Depe, lecturer in chemistry from A.G. Patil Polytechnic Institute, Sholapur. Today we are going to discuss one of the topic from water treatment and analysis. The name of the process is the zeolite process. After learning this process, learner will be able to apply zeolite process in relevant industry, and another outcome that he can regenerate zeolite bed once it is degenerated or deactivated. So let us proceed further. Before to proceed, reflection spot. What is hard water and name the hardness causing salts. Pause the video and write down the answer in your notebook. So, hard water is the water which is not going to produce good quality leather with the soft solution and produces white scum. It is called the hard water. And the hardness causing salts, there are the 6 hardness causing salts are there: bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium, chlorides of calcium and magnesium, and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. Now come to our process, that is zeolite process. This process, it is also known as permitted process. By this process, permanent hardness of water is removed. In this process, zeolite bed is used to remove the hardness causing salts. The zeolite or permitted is represented by chemical formula Na2, Al2, Si2, O8, 6H2O. It is represented as Na2Z or Na2P. As you look at the formula, that Z or P, which is equal to remaining part of that zeolite or permitted, that is Al2, Si2, O8, 6H2O. On zeolite bed, sodium ions are loosely attached, which are replaced by calcium or magnesium ions. See the diagram of that zeolite process or figure. This zeolite process, it consists of tall cylindrical container. Hard water is passed from the top of that container through pipeline which open at the bottom. As that water rises up, first it passes through the gravels, then it comes into the permitted or zeolite. That permitted or zeolite, Na2, Al2, Si2, O8, 6H2O. Here, hard water causing the metallic ion, that is calcium and magnesium, are replaced by the sodium ion. One calcium ion is replaced by the 2 sodium ions. As water passes up, that soft water which is obtained from this process, it consists of the sodium salt of bicarbonate, sodium salt of chloride, sodium salt of sulfate. So, completely soft water is obtained by that process. As here we will see the reaction which is taking place during this zeolite process. Na2Z plus Ca++. Na2Z is your zeolite bed. If a hard water containing the calcium hardness, when it passes through that zeolite bed, sodium ions are replaced by the calcium and it is going to form the calcium zeolite plus 2 sodium ions are passed into the water. Similarly, if your water contains magnesium hardness causing salt, then see the reaction. Sodium permutate plus Mg++, it gives Mg magnesium permutate plus 2 sodium ions are coming out in the water. Now, as time passes, all that sodium ions are replaced by that calcium and magnesium, and this zeolite bed stops working. So, to regenerate this zeolite bed, 10% brine solution is passed from the bottom of the container. As this sodium chloride or brine solution percolate down, here all the calcium and magnesium ions are replaced by the sodium ion. Again sodium permutate or sodium zeolite bed is regenerated, and the wastewater which is coming out, it consists of that CaCl2 or MgCl2 salt, which is removed from this wastewater channel. So during regeneration, following reaction takes place. So see the reaction. This is your inactive zeolite bed, that is calcium zeolite, plus you are passing the brine solution, that is 2NaCl. It gives Na2Z plus CaCl2. Magnesium zeolite or magnesium permutate, brine solution, it is going to form the sodium permutate or sodium zeolite, and magnesium chloride is coming out. In this way, all the magnesium and calcium ions are replaced by the sodium, and your zeolite bed is again ready to reuse again. So all that about the zeolite process. Now we will see what are the advantages of this zeolite process. Water obtained is a clear and pure. Water of less than 15 ppm turbidity is obtained. The equipment is compact and hence require less space. It requires less skills in maintenance as well as in operations. So all these are the advantages of zeolite. Now we will see what are the limitations of this zeolite process. The turbid water should not be used for this zeolite process. If you are going to use the turbid water, it is going to block or clog the pores of that zeolite bed. Next limitation, if water contains colored ions such as iron, magnesium ions, it should be removed first, as iron and manganese zeolite is formed, and that zeolite, it is not regenerated easily. One more important limitation of that zeolite process is that the water, it should not contain the mineral acids. If it is present in water, it will destroy our zeolite bed. So all that are the limitations of the zeolite bed. Thank you.